Wheel bearings support the weight of the vehicle and allow the wheel to turn with minimal friction. Some wheel bearings can be removed, cleaned, and repacked with grease. This video shows the process. The wheel bearings are located inside the brake rotor of the vehicle, so the brake rotor and caliper must be removed in order to service the wheel bearings. Time and money can be saved by servicing the wheel bearing at the same time as a brake service is being performed. The outer wheel bearing can be removed after the spindle nut has been removed. After the rotor has been removed, the inner bearing along with the dust seal can be removed. As a vehicle accumulates more mileage, contaminants can collect in the grease that lubricates the wheel bearings. The old grease is cleaned off of the bearing, and the bearing is inspected for pitting or damage. If pitting is apparent on the bearing rollers, the bearing should be replaced. If no pitting is visible, the bearings can be cleaned and reused. After the bearings have been cleaned, they are repacked with grease. Grease is also applied to the surface of the spindle and the inside surface of the rotor. When the grease has been applied, the inner wheel bearing is installed in the brake rotor and the dust seal is placed behind it. The rotor is then placed on the spindle, followed by the outer wheel bearing. The castle nut is then reinstalled on the spindle with the proper torque. If the nut is too loose or too tight, the wheel bearing or other steering and brake components might be damaged. With the brake rotor installed and tightened properly, the brake caliper can be reinstalled.